Some of you may be wondering how to stay safe after the conference. As we all know, academia is a vicious hierarchy where networking and not openly challenging powerful colleagues is understood to be a professional norm. Criticizing Israel has long been a reliable way to kill a career. However, things are changing. The suffocating repression experienced by scholars and students who speak out for an end to the genocide and occupation of Palestine today is a response to a major shift in public support for Israel. We should interpret the repression we face as an indication that academia's support for Israel's crimes against humanity is no longer be taken for granted by those in power. MS4P encourages all our supporters not to lose sight of these truths. Settler colonialism can be challenged, apartheid states can become democratic, and genocidaires will be held accountable if people refuse to let crimes against humanity be buried and forgotten. However, especially if you are a graduate student or on the job market or an international student or scholar, this may not be reassuring concerning your personal prospects. Harassment and intimidation take many, often subtle forms. For example, you may encounter a senior scholar at the conference or at your home institution who engages in intimidating behavior. Threatening, intimidating, and hostile behavior is understood to be a form of harassment according to SEM's guidelines. Intimidation might take the form of a senior scholar saying to someone without tenure, "You shouldn't support the resolution because Israel is what is keeping Hamas from killing you as a queer or trans person and member of another group who has experienced a genocide." Or they might say, "How can you support the resolution?" This is just like, and here they might insert an example of racist terrorism said to a racialized scholar. To be clear, these are examples of weaponized queerphobia and racism. MS4P trusts the diverse membership of SEM to be able to determine what to make of one's own history. We encourage you to abide by this principle in your own speech. Intimidation might take the form of a senior scholar saying to someone without tenure, "I don't support the resolution, and neither should you." On the surface, this is a legitimate disagreement, but in the context of the academic hierarchy and climate of repression, MS4P affirms that most junior scholars will experience such a statement as unethical professional pressure, and possibly even a threat. There is no reason for any scholar to tell another one what they should or shouldn't do. We ask our supporters to abide by this policy of respectful communication when it comes to opponents of our resolution. What is far more likely, though, is that opponents of the resolution may use these forms of intimidation against you. We encourage you to file an anonymous official grievance. It may be beyond the remit of the SEM conference, but your account will help establish a pattern of behavior if someone engages or has engaged in this kind of intimidation at the conference itself. Finally, to keep everyone safe, we encourage you not to broadcast any grievances via social media. Politely but firmly disengage and quietly file a report. You may wish to share your concerns privately with people you trust, but you put yourself at risk by turning to social media to litigate any of these very real concerns.